It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway from Seattle. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. 5-9. Here's White again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be Seahawks football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They go play action here. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Walker on 1st down. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Running with Walker again. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on first. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They run the counter with White. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Motioning the tight end left. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got a man left. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 46. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, out comes Madden to boot it away. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Street. Here we go. Set. Go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
70 Lions. Let go.
From the 28. He puts everything behind this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're left with 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Chargers are going to take over deep in their own territory. Throwing on first is Herbert. He gets caught. This is Lad McConkey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in... We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. They'll get this one to Watkins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Herbert on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Herbert to throw once more. Launches one deep downfield. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks get it as he records yet another interception in a career campaign. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Running left, here's Walker. Juke the defender. And he'll get it up to the 44.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Let's go.
It's a design boot. Headed out right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
2nd and 10 now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 13-0 lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Motioning Watkins right. Herbert now off the play fake. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Out of the gun, White. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
21.
Here's 2nd and 11. Has him on the quick hitter. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down. Motioning him from the slot right. Here's a give on the jet sweep. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Herbert now, blitz coming. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Reek Woolen with the INT. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Now an inside give to Walker. Crosses the 35, running for more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. They get 22 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Throwing it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
They give up the gut to Walker. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tuipulotu in for the tackle. Moving in the right direction. 5 yards there, but still got a 3rd and 9 coming up.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
To the air. 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll get this complete to White. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain. But boy, Brock, what a shot. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Short pass brought in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Chargers will have a first. From the gun, a run for White. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. It's White on the give. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now.
Hey, Kaplan. Go.
2nd and 3. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Los Angeles. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
79 Bronco. Check go.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
He has the first over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing it again here. He's on the move. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I love throwing that 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
This one's caught. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. A final throw before the break. Escapes the pocket. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Looking to the air here. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Walker now from the gun. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. The give now to Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Pickup of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Handoff running left, Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a receiver in motion right. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Another carry for him. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him. Altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. To the ground with Walker. And he'll get it up to the 27. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They go play action on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
This is Walker on second. This is ahead for about 5. Play made by E.J. Speed. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Chargers take possession. Ball at the 33 for first down. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He finds McConkey. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it brings up an LA first down.
21.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good for a gain of 5. Leonard Williams applying the hit there. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Set. 59, 59.
Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team. I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Check 19, Tiger, 19.
They go with Walker here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Come on. Set. Come 19. Come 19.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And they pick him off again. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
This our last play of the quarter. Slot man in motion right. Walker on 1st down. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go. Alert. Alert. Hut, hut.
Running with Walker again. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks make it a 24-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Brought in right side. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete out to the right side.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 48. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They've got 1st down from the 31. Play action now for Herbert. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's an LA touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done. That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Is a corner in this league? Oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Staying with Walker. Runs inside the 35. And he gets this one down to the 27. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Let's go now.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Metcalf's got it. Complete.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ready?
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Set up.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks put up even more points in a win. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields the hard squib kick. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Hey, ram. Reel it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And they pick him off again! Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Go, check. Check, go.
Walker running to the right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Hey, smash Bronco. Here we go. Set.
Now Walker. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 3rd down, Walker. And he gets this forward to the 19. Pickup of 2 here. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game,